First year, no big deal. No big deal. Yo, what up, Jello? Good to see you, dude. Ergonomics just out the door where your mouse is at. I know. It's just, there's not enough space behind the components to do it back here, so I put it up there while I'm setting everything up. Okay. I think the vertical is live. All right, we're good. We're ready. Also, I ran out of water, so this will be fun. How we doing? I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Very, very busy right now. I've got a bunch of stuff going on that I need to be working on. I mean, we've got this build tonight. Starting filming for my next long form video that we've been preparing for the last like month. I've got some Corsair videos I need to get out. Yeah, we're planning for CES, which we have a goal for. We have a goal. We're trying to fund sending me to CES, so you know I don't go broke trying to go there. Yeah, it's good. Yo, what up, MJ? How we doing? Just working and being kept busy with work and the family stuff. Love to hear that. Congrats on the Best Buy sale. Hey, thank you, MJ. Yeah, I need to at some point. It'll require me like ordering more stuff so I have more on hand just in case. But at some point I need to start advertising on Best Buy just so we can try and kickstart more sales. But that was really cool to get my first sale with like zero advertising, just somebody finding it on the site and ordering it, which is really cool. Makes me happy to see your success knowing how hard you work. Thank you, sir. Yeah, long form. I mean, we've got quite a bit of like long form content, right, Burr? Especially on the tubes, but yeah, we're ushering in a new era. If it goes well, we'll continue it. If it doesn't go well, then I'll be back to my old ways of having to film and edit, or at least, yeah, do all of the work myself. But I've got a team of a couple guys here in town that are gonna help me film and produce this next video. And if it goes well, then we'll figure out like a revenue share or something for future videos and stuff, so that you know, we all kind of have we've all got a hand in it. We've all got something in the game, skin in the game. That's the word I want. We've all got, you know, skin in the game, and then we all reap the benefits if we do well. So that's what's going on. And it's gonna be super professional. Like, you guys, the quality of this next video that I'm gonna be putting out in the next, like, it's gonna be like 4 weeks probably. But the quality of this next video I'm gonna be putting out, you guys, is gonna be so much better than anything you've ever seen on this channel. You guys aren't gonna think that it's coming from me. That's how good it's gonna be. Yo, what up, ZibJ? Is it BJ? Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Hopefully I didn't totally ruin that. Every time I switch on my PC, I think of you. That's how it should be. Yeah, we all get a piece of the pie. You know, we all got our hands in the cookie jar. That has a different connotation, but whatever. 5070 Ti. Got 5070 Ti today. Yeah, everyone gets a little piece of the pie. It might be a small pie to start out with, but we're all gonna get a piece, you know? I'm doing good, Zabij. How are you? Irune, what's up? Welcome in. Hi, hello, hi. It's a hard name. I don't know that it's a hard name. It's just not a name that, like, in the US that we come across, right? So once I learn it, you know, I might be able to pronounce other names from your region better. But if you wanna sound it out for me, that would be super helpful. Then I can say it right from now on. Yeah, this is a beast of a PC. All right, let's talk about today's PC. First of all, thank you guys all for the subs. Appreciate that. Today's PC, so this is a signature build. You can find these directly on my website. I've got a link in some of the chats at least, but there should be a link at least to my website if you want to find it. But today, so we've got a Ryzen 9 9900X. That's 12 cores, 24 threads. Perfect for gaming and streaming. 32 gigs of DDR5 RAM, 3 terabytes of storage. We've got the RTX 5070 Ti. This one is from PNY. This is one of the good ones that you can actually get at MSRP or very near to MSRP, which is awesome. We've got the MSI Mag X870 Tomahawk Wi-Fi. You guys have seen these on the channel a ton of times. I really love these motherboards. We've got the Thermalright Core Vision. This is got an LCD screen on it, so it's like a little circular screen. It's going to be a great cooler for that CPU. It's going to have zero problems keeping that thing cool. Got some extra 120 fans to go with the Corsair case, and then we've got an 850 watt power supply from Seasonic. Windows 95 vibes type of case. Oh wait, sorry. When I eventually upgrade, I may try to build a sleeper looking PC and pass my PC on to the little one. Dude, that'd be sick. There's actually a new company, well, not a new company. There's a company with a new PC that actually looks like an old PC. The case, I think it's from, someone help me out. Someone else in the chat probably knows what it's called. I can't remember off the top of my head. I want to say the company starts with an S. It's not Seasonic. Shoot, who is it? It's a huge, like they're a huge company. They do a bunch of different stuff. Silverware, so Silverstone. I think Silverstone has a new case that literally looks like it's from the 90s. Cool, got my TikTok warning of the day. Glad we got that out of the way early. TikTok just thinks that I'm trying to like send people to other websites to sell to them, which I mean, I guess I did mention my business website, but whatever. Yo, Pineapple Panda, what's up? Welcome in. I am reading the comments. I'm there. I have 5 different chats to read, so if I miss a comment here and there, I'm sorry. I'm cool. Thank you. Yeah, Silverstone, Yep. Hey, thank you for all those likes, Panda. My dad has an old Sony Vaio PC. That would be cool. Oh, are those the ones that's like the PC and the monitor in one? Didn't you make a video? I do have a video on the sleeper PC that I built. I don't remember if I made a video on the Silverstone. Saw your screen. I do have a lot. I even did Facebook at one point. Like I did one day where I was like, I'm gonna stream to Facebook too, which like I hid some of my activity feed and put Facebook on there just so I could see it. It's just too much. I already had like ignored like one chat at any given time, so it's just too much. It's too much. Okay, let's start the build. Because I actually have a customer coming in, a local customer coming in tonight to talk about a potential build. So we gotta get this one done so that we can maybe sell another one. Wi-Fi adapter. How do you guys like? Do you guys like having the front screen be a little bit bigger on the horizontal stream? I know that someone kind of like didn't really like how small it was before, and so I made it a little bit bigger for both for this one and the over-the-shoulder cam. So hopefully it looks a little nicer. Did my first multi yesterday. My PC can do it now. Heck yeah, that PC's so cool. And I just made a video. If you haven't seen it yet on TikTok or any other platform, but I just made a video on the Corsair 4000D, the Frame 4000D case using your PC. So you can see your PC featured in a video, besides the live stream where I built it. That build looks so good. I was like going through the vid, like editing that video together, and I was like, man, this thing looks nice. Oh, wasn't that cool? But the CD-ROM and all the stuff is hidden behind doors. Oh, that's so cool. You should definitely try it. Or you can send it to me and I'll do it. I have the power. All right. MSI Mag X870 9900X. My knife is getting super dull again. I need to sharpen it. Keep staring at it. I mean, I would too. I catch myself staring at my gaming PC, and I've had that thing for 3 years. What up, ZBJ? ZBJ, you gotta tell me how to pronounce your name. I feel like I'm saying it wrong, but you haven't corrected me yet. I mean, to be fair, my PC is also really cool, so it's easy to stare at it. But your PC with the LCD on it, So good. That panorama, Trix panorama CPU cooler is just so cool. I need to try out the Thermalright version of that and see how it does, because the thing's like it's a bit cheaper, and I think it looks the same. I'm not sure how good the software is though. The Sony PC is just sitting there in storage. My dad thinks the case might be too small to do anything with. Oh, we can prove him wrong. I'm just I'd be interested to see, is it new enough to have ATX standards? Because if it is, then it's really easy to try and put new stuff in it. Well, easier to put new stuff in it. If it doesn't meet ATX standards, then it's like a lot more custom work, you know? All right, so we got our 1 terabyte Kingston MV3 in there. I'm gonna get our 2 terabyte in here. There's a spider under the board. There is not. I'm afraid to move my desk to standing though, because I need to check the cables one more time. Oh yeah. Definitely make sure your cables are long enough to do that. You don't want to be ripping anything out. It's crazy to me that the 2 terabyte doesn't even use the backside anymore. Like, it's just impressive. Impressive how small storage has gotten. What up, Uzman? For our name, just say Z. All right, I'll call you Z from now on. Hopefully you come back so I can, you know, remember it in the future. I don't think it would. I also don't know what ATX... So ATX standard defines the size, the mounting points for motherboards and power supplies. So ATX standard was adopted in 1995. So if it's newer than that, it very likely does meet ATX standards. Parts seem so much more streamlined, even fans. Wait, what do you mean? Have you ever tried the Trix Panorama? Yes, actually, I have a video on yours that I just posted today showing, I was talking about the Corsair Frame 4000D case, but there's a Trix Panorama in it. I've built 3 or 4 systems now with the Trix. It's a really cool CPU cooler. How did you gain all this knowledge and technical skill? Unfortunate autocorrect. Honestly, part of it is just time. Like, I've been doing this for 4 years. And to keep the business going well and stuff, like, you gotta learn, right? You always gotta be learning what's new, what's coming out. You gotta learn how to diagnose problems, all that sort of stuff. So, like, I've just learned as I've gone from, you know, dealing with issues, you know, YouTube, Google searching, all that sort of stuff. It's just a time thing, you know? Would you like many viewers? No, get out of here. Hold on. Gotta ban this joker in my chat. Goodbye. Okay, I'm back. I was comparing to your old PC. Oh, yeah. Yeah, everything is just like, it's streamlined. It's easier. There's less cables for stuff. It's great. It's so nice to be building PCs now versus like what it would have been like 20, 30 years ago. Oh, so yeah, if it's newer than 95, like it could likely, it could be on ATX standard and it could be really easy. Let's see, AM5. That's gonna have brackets for me, and I need that. Okay, don't need this stuff. All right, it's finally time to get our screwdriver out. It's crazy that we have all this stuff in here. We hadn't even had to get our screwdriver out. Technology. Watching you build makes me more comfortable to open the case because I knew where everything belonged. That is really helpful, right? Like you literally got to see your PC being built. And so if you like are ever like questioning something, you can literally just go back to the video and be like, oh yeah, here's where that is, or here's what that does. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. You saved it. Love that. Easy for you, a journey for me. Well, let me do it for you. Hope you forever stub your toe. Don't worry, I banned him. It's a bot. It's not a real person anyways. It's not a real person. Is it cooler than the SE version? So the only difference between the regular version and the SE version of the Trix Panorama is that the regular version has a little fan behind the LCD screen. So it doesn't affect the actual cooling of the system. It literally just added cooling for the LCD screen. I don't know if it really makes much of a difference. Clearly, it must not be that big of a deal if they didn't include it in the SE version. But if you had like poor airflow in your case, it could make a difference. Got the B650 Aorus Elite AM5 motherboard. I was building my PC, and when I put all the cables and everything, tried to power my PC, and the motherboard was shocking electricity all over from... Oh, that's bad. Sounds like you had a short somewhere in your system. Got some metal on metal contact in there. Yo, what up, Jedi? Good to see you, dude. Panorama is very fun. You can put your own videos and stuff on it. It's so cool. You can do. I know you can do that with like the Thermorite software too. The Trix software is. I mean, I think it just looks more professional. Where are you from, Copycat? Oh, I thought you were talking to me for a second. Can you please tell me the time right now? It's 4:57 p.m. where I live. You're gonna check that out for sure? Dope, do it. My videos helped you build your PC? Hey, I love that. Yeah, you gotta be adapting because technology is always changing, right? Monster PC build incoming to you next year? Yes, let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. I don't know why I took those out right now. I really don't need them for quite a while, but that's okay. All right, here's everything on our motherboard. Got our RAM, got our SSDs, got our CPU cooler mounting, got our CPU in there. Let's get our case. Ugh. Today, I think I mentioned it earlier, but we're building in the Corsair 3500X. This system is directly available on the website. So you can literally go there right now, check out and buy your own PC that looks exactly like this. It's awesome. It's awesome. Okay, get all those panels off there. You guys, I haven't turned the lights on in like 3 weeks. Let's do that. Boom. Let's change the color. Boom. There. Okay, let's layer on down there. Time to upgrade, and your first PC will be perfect for a dual setup. Heck yeah. Ah! Stop that. The lights shine through the case on the ceiling, so mine make a rainbow. Oh, that's interesting. That's fun. I feel like that's supposed to, I feel like that's supposed to kind of catch in there. There it is. Told you it's supposed to catch in there. And then these needs to rotate just a little bit. Okay, it doesn't want to rotate, so we'll have to kind of bolt it down. Cool. What up, Rice Series? RG beautiful. That's right. Should do a blindfold PC? Oh gosh, no. I have thought about doing a make my wife build a PC while I just like stand over and like help her. I think that would be fun. All right, GPU support. Hopefully we'll be able to use that. Bolts for the bottom fan. Don't need those. Do need those. GPU support, and then we need these ones in the center. Yeah, I don't know that she would be willing to do it. She does not want to be on camera, you guys. She has zero interest in getting on camera. Nvidia or AMD GPU is better right now? I would say it depends. Like the 9070 XT is really good, probably even slightly better than the 5070 Ti for roughly the same price, depending on where you live. The cheaper AMD GPUs are really solid, and I think they are a little bit cheaper than the Nvidia counterparts. Unfortunately, there's no like high-end AMD GPUs today. So that's unfortunate. Like there's no 5080, 5090 counterpart from AMD, but you know, I like them both. I'm a big AMD fan though. So like if I were to choose one, like if I chose a GPU right now, I'd probably go with the 9070 XT. But my 4070 Ti Super still works pretty well. There's an exam tomorrow. You're calculating the time frame. Rice Krispie. Yeah, like I can only give her verbal instructions. Yeah, I don't think she would do it though. Unless I like didn't make her put on a microphone and like hid her face. Like oh, what the heck was that? What is going on with that bolt? There we go. What is the CPU you're using in this build? This has a 9900X, AMD Ryzen 9 9900X, and then the GPU is a 5070 Ti. If you type in exclamation point specs, you guys, at least on some of the platforms, it will show you the full system specs if you're interested in that. Really hope they do high-end GPU. AMD needs to keep doing them. I agree. I think they should do a 9080 and 9090. Maybe they'll do it in the next gen. Okay, motherboard in. All right, stand this baby up. Let's move you guys on over. Let's shock my Stream Deck so that it restarts. 3500X, Garrett. From Corsair. Okay, let's get Lazy Susan out here. Don't worry, I'm not making fun of somebody. I have a Lazy Susan. Still loving your build? Hey, I love to hear that. Still can't get those SWA fans to light up? Really? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. All right. Hit me up if you want to deal with it and just feel like you're lost. That's ridiculous. All right, we're just moving all these cables over so that they're more hidden from the front side. Okay, do these bottom ones too. See how nice that is to be able to just spin her around? Okay. Here we go. Test communication and teaching. Yeah, exactly. Are there any problems for AMD GPUs, like bugs or something about the software? Nothing specific that I've seen. The only thing I've seen is there's one company that decided, like one AIB company that decided to use the Nvidia 12VH power connector, and they've been having some, let's just say, melty problems. But all the other ones are pretty solid. All right, HD audio. We always got to do that one first. And by always, I mean most of the time, because sometimes I don't. But I prefer to do this one first. HD audio. It's going to go in over here. Boom. Let's get our USBs in here. I think USB 3 usually goes down below on this board. Yeesh. Put that down there. Boom. USB-C, take that cover off. I think that one's somewhere right around here. Oh no, it's down lower. Come on. There we go. Okay. And get our front panel connector in here. Run that behind those cables. Okay, front panel connector down at the bottom right. Susan works hard, okay? She does. We don't let Susan be lazy. You're right. We really don't. All right, RGB header. We got one right over here, all the way to the right. Come on, come on. Gotta do my obligatory. I hate those connectors with a passion. I'm pretty sure I'm legally required to say that every stream. Okay. All right, so all the fans, everything that's in here so far is plugged in. It's a good start. Let's get some cable ties. We'll start our cable management. Do it early, do it often. Just like saving your Word docs, folks. Do it early, do it often. I want to go with AMD, but I'm a bit scared of problems. You've used Nvidia for your whole life. I mean, that's fair. I mean, Nvidia makes good stuff. Like, don't feel bad about using Nvidia, but like, I don't think there's anything to be scared of right now with AMD's products. Their drivers and everything have gotten so much better over the last few years. 850's overkill for this build? Not really. You never want to use more than like 70-ish, maybe 80% of what your power supply is capable of. It reduces efficiency. It's not going to last as long. Because it's going to be hotter. Yeah, it's never a good idea to size your power supply based on how much power, like based on the exact amount of power you're using all the time. You want it to be significantly more than the actual like nominal power usage of your components. This was extremely important with the 30 series because 30 series would experience huge spikes in power for very short durations, and they would just burn up power supplies, which was pretty fun. That actually happened to me with my old system. It burned up my 650. Or 750? I think 650. All right. There we go. That's managed-ish. But what about choosing an X870? I mean, this is a high-end system. I selected a good motherboard to go along with it. The X870 from MSI is not that expensive. It's well under $300. And you want to use a good quality motherboard. Like, the motherboard is what transfers all of the things. Like it transfers power, it transfers data. You don't want a cheap motherboard with high-end components. So I always make sure that it has a good quality motherboard. All right, just put that USB in there early just so I can put the power supply in and still have it go through that spot. Okay, let's get our CPU cooler or fans plugged in here. Okay, so we're just gonna run that out to the back for now. Then when we get our CPU cooler in, that'll be in good shape. I don't want to leave this in here. I don't want the chance of anything ever shorting because these have metal inside. So you don't want to use them. Okay, got all that. Let's get some power cables in here. This is already bought and paid for, Warfliper, so no. I went as far as to take the fan out and hook up directly so I know it was making good contact and still, oh, really? Okay. Well, maybe we need to reach out to Thermaltake. You have that build in 1,000 watt? Dope. Why do you, oh wait, that's a different person. You have a similar colored icon. What's a good way to test the RGB header to see if it's working? I mean, you could use a multimeter and check for 5 volts, or just find like a cheap RGB fan and hook it up. Like you can find a RGB fan for like $5. Yo, what up? What's up? Oh, we've got a 9900X in here. Look at me, I'm looking at the Twitch chat. So tell why people keep buying them 5070 Ti's instead of 5080, money. The 5080 is $1,000 and the 5070 Ti, this one's $749. I mean, it's a pretty significant difference. Yeah, I think it's because it's just cheaper, to be honest. Okay, got our GPU, CPU, another CPU, motherboard power. We're good. Don't need any of this. All right. All right, power cables. Other than the fans, I'm absolutely in love with my build running 240. Dude, that's sick. All right, well, you let me know if you need any help figuring that out, because that should not be a problem that you have to deal with, you know? Yeah, I wouldn't call the 5070 Ti cheap, but it's cheaper by a decent margin, by like 25%. All right, CPU power cables. Let's get those tied down a little bit. Take this back plate off like I always do. It makes life easier. 5060. What up, Rahul? What about a 5060? If you're asking for a free 5060, no. It's not how it works. My business is too small to just be giving stuff away. My YouTube channel is the same. Come on. You know you can fit through there. I just put a different one in here. Fine, maybe let's go through this side. We know you can fit through there. Don't lie to me. Oh. Got it. Nailed it. That was so easy. Literally so easy. Just kidding. It shouldn't have been that hard. Okay. CPU power cables in. I threw all of my zip ties on the floor on accident. All right. Let's do motherboard power. What if you said pretty please? No. Need capable management? Is this for a customer? Absolutely. Anytime you see me live streaming a build, it is for a customer. I don't rebuild my PCs very often, and if I do, it's typically not on stream. Mostly because if I'm rebuilding a PC, there's a 50% chance it's my stream PC, which makes it a little bit hard to stream. Do you think 50 series supercards are going to make the 90, 80, and 70 Ti cheap? Well, typically what they do is they just stop manufacturing the non-supercards, so no. And if they are stupid and do it like they did with 40 to 50 series, they're going to stop making the non-super cards before they make the super cards readily available. And then we'll have another fun shortage for a little while. But I'm not bitter. Who's bitter? All right. Motherboard power in there. Let's put this guy back. Go. Come on, come on. Okay. Got all that. Let's get our power supply in here. How about that? No stickers to take off? Wow, that's so nice of you, Sonic. So thoughtful. Okay, so this is gonna go in here like this. So we're gonna plug these guys in here. Like this. This way. Okay. CPU cables are a little tight. Okay, got that. Let's get our power supply bolts out of here. Wow, we've got a bot on Kick and Twitch today. Wow. Goodbye. Whoops. Whoops. Okay, let's get our extra case fans in there because I kind of forgot about them. We got one that's going to go at the bottom. One that's going to go at the rear. And that's all we need. Actually, I guess we need some of these bolts. Okay. Okay. Having a kill switch on a power supply for safety? Wait, kill switch on a power supply like this? You mean like that power supply switch? Okay. What up, Smart Cart? Sorry, I missed your comment earlier. Okay, so this is gonna be our bottom fan here. So let's feed these cables through to the back. Ideally, in a reasonable amount of time. There we go. I think this might make it a little cleaner if we zip tie those like that. Okay. I don't know that these are going to reach all the way down to the bottom. Yeah, not really. All right, that's fine. Okay, here's where we need the bolts that Corsair very kindly included. I'll stop people turning on their new build and burn up their PC without using the kill switch. I've never seen that before. If something like that's happening, that means they did something wrong, because the kill switch is not something that should prevent the PC burning up. Yo, thank you guys for all those subs. Appreciate that. Yeah, if you're burning your PC up by turning it on, then you did something wrong. Power supply kill switch, all it does is stop the power supply from getting any power. So if you don't touch the power, if you have the power supply kill switch on and you turn on your PC and something bad happens, you did something wrong with your system. It has nothing to do with the power supply. All right, so we're daisy chaining these guys into the pre-installed fans. Okay. There. Stay. Kind of want to actually wrap these around behind those guys. And what we can do here is kind of fold it on itself a little bit. Stick it back in here. Like so. Just like that. Keep it nice and tight. Okay. All right. Let's get our rear fan in there. They use the power button instead. You should not use the kill switch on the power supply to turn anything on or off. You should not use this to turn on or off your system, ever. Do you think that all these GPU connections melted is from the people using cable extension cables? I don't know. Like, I kind of feel like that's a definite possibility, but it's hard to say. Like, it definitely seems like that's possible. you got a fire, then unplug them from the wall socket. I mean, if you have a fire, yes, you should you should press that kill button, but you should also unplug it from the socket. That's true. But again, like that definitely means you did something wrong when you were building it, because it should not do that. You should be using the case button to turn your PC on. I mean, you can use it to turn it off too, because it does the same thing as doing the shutdown sequence, unless you hold down the power button. There's no time in normal operation of a PC where you should be using the kill switch. The only times when you use it is if you're like clearing the CMOS, if you're going to be like fully unplugging the system, or working on the system. Those are the only times where this should be ever used. All right, got that in there. So yeah, like I was saying, this is not going to reach all the way down to those, so we're going to have to plug these in to the motherboard directly. We've got an extra system fan header right here that we can use. That's perfect. Just like that. And then all of our RGB ports are down at the bottom. So we're going to have to run that. I think we can run it over here and down. The case button, but not the kill switch on the power supply. Yeah, you should never be using the kill switch on the power supply. That is the correct way to do it. Should be using the button on the case. Okay. Let's excuse me. Let's get our CPU cooler in there. Got all of our fans in, got all that stuff in there. CPU cooler time. I was saying hold down the power button while your PC is burning up. Oh. Yeah, I mean, at that point, just unplug the whole thing, man. So these built-in fans don't actually have any RGB. I wonder if we have enough Corsair black fans that we could replace them. I have 2. Don't have 3. We do have some replacement Thermalright fans we could use instead. No, it's fine. We'll keep what we got. We'll keep what we got. Yeah, once it's like, if it's actually like burning up, at that point it probably doesn't really matter what you do because the system is broken at that point. It's not going to work after that. Pretty good spot. Let's get all my bolts over here. Am I missing a bolt? Oh, there it is. All right, that is all in there. And all these fans, just gonna hook right up to this guy. Just like that. Okay. That's all plugged in. We'll tighten this stuff up once we get our pump fan cable in there. Okay. Plastic off. Let's go get a paper towel. Put some thermal grease on this baby. If I could grab my tiny spatula. There we go. Got it. My PC stopped working. I don't know why. Even my RX 5080 stopped displaying. Oh, interesting. Do you like cable management on a PC? Yes, I do like it to look nice. And I think it's something that customers expect when you're building them a PC, you know? I'm building my own PC. It's not the end of the world if I don't cable manage it super well, but with a customer build, it is very important. All right. Just getting the excess off of there. Okay. Close this back up. Get the thermal grease off my fingers. And let's do this. Okay, that's nice and tight. Let's get our pump fan connected in here. Just gonna run it to the back first so that we can tighten it down. Okay, got that plugged in. Okay. Okay, and then I don't think this is gonna reach all the way to the bottom. So what we can do is daisy chain it in with those other case fans because it has that ability. Actually, that is really long. That might just reach all the way down. So if we go there, oh yeah, totally. Oh, but that's in the way, isn't it? Okay, let's daisy chain it up with the rear case fan here. Okay. All right, so that's plugged in. All right, I'm gonna run this cable up. Oh, is this long enough to go all the way over there? Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, we can totally do that. Will you fit through there? Will you fit through there? Yes, you will. Okay. Are you applying that while it's upright? Yes, I am. Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry if it makes you uncomfortable. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do about it. I'm not gonna lay the PC down just to put thermal paste on, you know? 'Cause I'd have to take it off of Susan, and I have to pick it back up. I like to live life on the edge, you know? Okay, so I got that plugged in. Take our little sticker off here. Come on. Come on, gloves. There we go, got it. Nailed it. Okay, now I can route both of these at the same time. Okay, let's clean that up. Cool. Okay, let's just keep going that to the back. Okay. Not quite enough room for that. Okay, got all that. So tie those together, make them look nice and tight and clean. All right, well, let's get our GPU support in here in case that our GPU is long enough for it to connect. What time is it? 5:50. Woo! Cutting it close. Almost out of time here, folks. Almost out of time. maybe? Oh, is it just pulled too tight? There we go. Well, that'll keep it from getting pulled too tight. I think this screwdriver's a little too thick for that one. Let's try our iFixit driver. Okay, that's nice and sturdy. All right, let's get our GPU going. The PC, you can find it on my website right now. I don't remember the exact price, but the link is in the description if you want to check it out. Direct link to my website, redneckengineer.com, in the description. And I don't have any timeline for doing any giveaways, because giveaways cost money. What up, Zavu? How we doing? All right. Don't need that adapter. Got a real plug. Okay. Got our GPU out. Actually, we are running a giveaway right now with Rain Above GG. If you go check out my Twitter, giving away a little MSI bundle. But we're not giving away any PCs anytime soon. Why is this plastic always so hard to remove? Oh, and I think this has plastic on it too. There we go, finally. All the plastic is off the GPU. Ooh, 3-slot card. It's a chunky boy. It's a chunky boy, which means it's definitely going to be able to utilize that GPU support, which is nice. Okay, there we go. Put our little dust covers back on. Come on. All right. Lift up this GPU support. Okay. Cool. Fan still spins. No problem there. And now we just need our GPU power cable out here. I think we can actually run it back through the middle here. Make it look nice and clean. Okay. Clip off those last two zip ties. And there we are, folks. Cable management's all done. Looks a little bit cluttered at the bottom, but mostly just because that motherboard power cable was doing a weird thing there. But we could do one more cable tie down there just to try and clean it up a little bit more. There we go. Looks a little cleaner. All right. Boom. I have a hard stop here in a minute, so we're gonna hurry up and get this thing buttoned up and powered on so you guys can see it. Oh. Cool. All right. Scariest part to install on a PC? Honestly, at this point, none of it's scary at all. I've done it so many times. I mean, I guess the GPU, if there was anything. All right, y'all. First ever power on of the signature PC build. There it is. There it is. All right, so that local customer that I was telling you guys about is here. So I need to hop off stream and chat with him real soon. So if you guys have any last comments, like in the last 2 minutes, put them in now, and then we're gonna end the stream because I got stuff to do. Install Linux. No, they don't want Linux. I've been lurking in some of your streams. I actually wanted to know if you ever heard of or know who Artesian Builds was. Oh yes. I don't think you could be a PC builder in the space and not know who Artesian was. Friggin' scummy company. No, the customer does not want Linux, sorry. What up, Manjeet? How we doing? Oh Lord. Oh, you were one of their customers? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you at least got a PC and it worked. But yeah, their company was pretty rough. Okay, guys, I really do need to jet and bring the customer upstairs so that I can chat him through a PC build. Hopefully, he said he was interested in buying one, so talk him through, yeah, what we have available and what we can do for him. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Thank you all so much for being here and chatting and hanging out. Makes it a lot more fun than doing it alone. All right. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night. I'm sorry, Steven. Yeah, I've got a local customer waiting for me to go, let him in. So thank you guys so much. Go back and watch the stream. Make sure you're subscribed or following, depending on what platform you're on, so you guys can see the next ones. You guys can see other content that I put out. Put out a lot of short form, and we're working on some more long form stuff. So be sure to stay tuned, and we'll see you all on the next one. Thank you. Goodbye.